You said I can't believe your media. That's what you said. Hey, listen, I really don't care, quite frankly. Just go to my website, bro, and scroll down. Start from the top, scroll all the way down past all the chicks and everything. You see all my vectors. So I really don't care. I was kind of surprised because I was kind of surprised. No problem. Um, so let me go to I want to see stuff that I tweeted today. We'll start there. So I did some Robert Trump. Oh yeah, here's one. Okay. According to Chuck Calesto, Portland is now fining the feds $500 for every 15-minute it maintains unpermitted fencing outside of the federal courthouse. It's crazy. Portland is now fining the feds $500 for every 15 minutes it maintains unpermitted fencing outside of the federal courthouse. Crazy. Right? Is that insane? Let's see what's going on with my. Okay, just waiting for the Facebook Live. So what else? Let's see what else we got here. Joe Kelly, they claim it is a hero for for. Hey, this is what I thought was nice. This lady on Code of Vets, she's really good. She says since April 17, 2020, 689 vets, right? Veteran our vets 689. She raised $682,000 for our vets. Amazing. And the White House tweeted out, under our great president Donald John Trump's leadership, the United States is the world's #1 producer of oil and natural gas. That's what I'm talking about. And it goes into the Trump doctrine of this. So, which I thought was quite profound, what our great president has done, where he actually turned, because he was getting blocked when he first came in. He wanted the travel ban from all of the terrorist sponsoring nations, and that was blocked. It went to I think the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, and so he got it now, but initially because he wanted to do it from Jump Street. So what he did was he focused his entire a lot of his efforts went into the economy, thinking that his strategy was to make the economy as big as it could be, and this way it'll play a role. No, I don't know him. He's got a tremendous. He's built himself a tremendous company. Absolutely, done a tremendous job, Dan Bongino. Tremendous. right, Mike? It's crazy. So he's taken the economy now, and he's made us, I mean, profoundly energy independent. Oh, I'll check it out, sure. And by doing so, for instance, we enter into the realm of energy diplomacy, where our economies, our reach in our economy, where he's actually able to, for example, steer some European countries like the Ukraine away from Russia for energy and come to us, for instance, right? And in addition, other nations, like even in our hemisphere, I think Canada with Venezuela, I think Canada was trying to pick up the slack, and Mexico trying to pick up the slack with Venezuela's at some point with OPEC because of Venezuela's issues with their overall governance of their country. This Colombian Maduro, born in Colombia, conceivably close to statistical significance, right? So just to look at some of the blogs I have, these are baseball blogs. So we spoke about Kodak last night. You know what's kind of crazy? I've been reading like the CBP, the Council of Border Patrol officers arrested 22-year-old U.S. citizen after discovering 31.5 pounds of methamphetamine concealed within the rear tires of the vehicle he was driving. I read that article. And then like within the same breath, I was reading about another bust on the U.S. Mexican border of a major drug bust. What goes out of that border is unbelievable. So here's a blog. So we spoke about okay. So we spoke about the. All right, enough for mine. Oh,
There's violence across the whole country. Do you disavow the violence from Antifa that's happening in Portland right now? There's riots.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
It's crazy.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
Crazy.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
A 20. He said it was a myth. It's crazy.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
It's funny.
Sure, there's videos.
Probably not.
There's fires and riots. They're throwing fireworks at
Probably not, Zach.
officers. DHS is there. Look online. It gets crazy, Mr. Nadler.
Mr. Nadler. Oh, dear Jesus, dear Mother of Christ. So, uh, well, people are reblogging this guy's. People are reblogging it. So I checked that. I checked the. Oh, let's check my other thing before I go to the paper. So they're claiming that these CEOs of Amazon, Apple, Facebook testify in front of Congress. Like, do you actually think that, I think this is basically grandstanding, quite frankly, The heads of four major US based tech companies are virtually testifying in front of the House Judiciary Committee in an antitrust hearing. Democrats and Republicans deliver lashing to big tech CEOs over their market power. The CEOs, according to Associated Press, the CEOs of four big tech, gotcha, Zach, companies disputed accusations of stifling competition during a House committee hearing. But the committee hearing and the heads of Facebook, Amazon, Google, and Apple sometimes struggle to answer pointed questions about their business practices. I just think that it's basically a grandstanding because they ain't going to do anything. Only God knows, first of all, what they got on them. Okay, I don't do pot. I don't know, June. I just think that House Speaker announced members of the U.S. House of Representatives will have to wear masks while in the chamber. The chair would refer to further informing members and the staff that they will not be permitted to enter the hall of the House without wearing a mask. The directive comes as Texas lawmaker Louis Gohmert said he tested positive for COVID. Pizzagate, okay. So she's bringing in the mask. Okay. So we got that going on. Let me go to my other thing. Let's go here. Let's check the right. I don't know. I don't know, June. I haven't really. We got a lot of things. The actual, I come in with something, and then we see what evolves and what evolves, and we come out with the show. So this is definitely the Kodak thing is interesting. The is this the other one? Wait, this might be the other one. Right. So I did the 31 pounds of meth. The kid had it in the tires, and like within the same cycle, Border Patrol agents apprehended two subjects loading 150 pounds. Oh, the market went crazy today. What happened? Nice. It went green. 150 pounds of meth in an abandoned vehicle in La Rosita, Texas. They stopped trading Kodak. Yeah, I heard it's up over $30. Is that true? Sure. It was a $2. It's up over 30. The narcotics are valued at, wow, it's crazy, at 4.9 million. Wow. So the stuff that's going through this border is crazy. It was 50? Wow. I heard over 40. Oh, here's this. So Obama, here's this article by Town Hall. Testimony confirms Turkey passed off terrorists as moderates in Obama era. In Obama era, Syrian military intervention may have abetted ISIS fighters during its short implementation period, according to testimony by Turkish special forces. They claimed that the Turkish intelligence agency, MIT, enlisted possible Islamic extremists for the 2016 Train and Equip program and misrepresented them to the CIA as moderates. So this was conceivably, with some questions in the interviews, we were trying to understand whether the candidate, the Free Syrian Army candidate, so this may have been the group, had sympathy for any terrorist organization. This was important because these people would be giving both military training and weapons. The organizations that we tried to find out if they were members or sympathetic in this interview were, as far as I remember, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Al Nurusha, PKK, PYD, and YPG. Al-Turk testified in Turkish courts in July 2018 following indictment for allegedly participating in a coup against Erdogan. MIT recruited him from the Turkish army to enlist potential fighters for the Train and Equip program. Wow. The Obama administration partnered with Erdogan to recruit and assist Syrian rebels. Oh, okay. So the Obama partnered to recruit and assist Syrian rebel groups opposed to both the Assad regime and Islamic insurgents. This is ridiculous. By equipping and enabling a select group of vetted leaders in their units, the U.S. intended to fuel a proxy war against ISIS. It is very likely the weapons sold to Syrian insurgents ended up in the possession of ISIS, and some Syrians even joined. $500 million went to the program during its first year, but it produced only 90 fighters. This was right. Okay, now, so this was the Free Syrian Rebel Army, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to confirm it. Let me confirm it. General Kelly and the Free Syrian Army. Yeah. I think he trained the Free Syrian Army. I'm trying to find it. The general that gave Trump a hard time, unfortunately, I could have swore I saw Kelly. I'm going to try another way. I can't find it. I thought I could have swore I saw John Kelly, John F. Kelly, the general. Hmm. But anyway, this is an interesting article. Let's get back to this article. So, $500 million went to the program during its first year, but it produced only 90 fighters. By the end of the first cycle, the Obama administration temporarily. Yeah, I like Marsha Blackburn, Zach. I can't seem to get this down so I could see all the. They start. Why am I not seeing it? I don't know why I'm not. Let me see. Something wrong with my screen. I don't want to. Okay, there we go. Swipe down to stop. Okay, now I'll see everything. Now it's back. Send those blogs through again. I missed them. Oh, here we go. They stopped trading. Oh, you hate LeBron James? Okay, we're good. My screen got a little crazy. All right, so at one point, CA decided to interrupt the vetting process after an MIT officer introduced hundreds of fighters from the Idlib into the program at once. Nordic Monitor reports. The CIA distrusted MIT's ability or willingness to certify each candidate's authenticity. The U.S. administrators insisted the rebels concentrate their efforts on ISIL and other extreme groups, but for the Syrian fighters, Islamic insurgents represented only a marginal concern. Assad was the most pressing existential threat. In fact, many rebel groups overtly identified with ISIS and Al Qaeda, while Turkey's opposition to religious militants grew increasingly soft. I like Collins too, brother. According to a report by the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, since the beginning of the Syrian civil war, Turkey's indifference towards even tactic support for ISIS and other jihadists battling with the Kurds across its borders has alarmed its Western allies, particularly the United States. So trade and equip. Interesting. It was ended under Trump. So let's see what else. Let's go to the Post. Let's go to the New York Post. What happened with Lindsey Graham? It says RBG undergoes minimally invasive procedure at NYC Church, hospital. Um, wow. Santa Monica, man. They're in the beach in Santa Monica. Wow. This Glee star, Nana Rivera, 33 years old. Wow. I'm telling you, man. Money steals happiness. I believe that. Money steals happiness. Kelly Preston, wow. Money steals happiness. This guy Tyree Boyce and his girlfriend, they both died in their condo in Vegas, pending a toxology report. Absolutely, Zach. Sean's great. Wow, 2020, a lot of people passed. It's crazy. Such young people. Overdoses. Here we go. Caroline Flack, former host of UK series Love Island, was found dead in her London apartment from an apparent suicide at age 40. You got to see the way she looks. I'm telling you, money money steals happiness. I'm beginning to believe it. Can't believe it. Wow. I just can't get over that. I can't get over that, man. What a crazy year this 2020. Can't believe the people, the young people that die. Overdoses of drugs and everything. It's just crazy, man. Let's go to the Post. I was there. I was just there. I just want to go to the right. Right, I saw that. So the judge has agreed to postpone release of uh, Maxwell's files. We've already said this. The Speaker Pelosi plans to require face coverings on the House floor. It's almost 11:30. I'm gonna get out of here. U.S. to pull nearly 12,000 troops out of delinquent Germany. Let's see. So President Trump accused a delinquent Germany of taking advantage of the U.S. on trade and military as his administration confirmed it was yanking 11,900 troops from the country in coming weeks. Speaking to reporters at the White House before he left for Texas, our great president lashed at the European superpower for failing to pay its fair share. You got it, sure. Of NATO fees and accused Germany of relying on the U.S. to protect it from Russia. Germany is delinquent. They haven't paid their fees. They haven't paid their NATO fees. They're way off. They've been way off for years, and they have no intention of paying it. The United States has been taking advantage on trade, military, and everything else for many years. I'm here. I've been straightening it out. So Esper, the other DOD rat, confirmed that the U.S. will withdraw almost 12,000 American troops permanently stationed in Germany. 6,400 will return home, while 6,400 will return home, while 5,600. There you go, Mike. They buy big time natural gas from Russia. Big time. Of those, 6,400 will return home, while 5,600 will be redeployed to other NATO countries. The move significantly reduces the number of American soldiers in Germany from around 36,000 to 24,000 and will apply to troops at Ramstein Air Base, the largest American military base outside. I thought it was the one in Qatar. Let me see Ramstein. Yeah, I thought it was the one in Qatar. They're saying the one in Germany's bigger. Wow. I don't know. Merkel apparently hasn't committed to attending this year's G7 meeting. So Trump announced a decision to yank troops last month during a White House Rose Garden event where he ripped Germany for spending billions on Russian energy while asking the U.S. to protect it for Russia. There you go, Mike. Trump just called it out. Germany owes billions and billions of dollars to NATO. Why would we keep all of those troops there? And now Germany is saying it's bad for their economy. Well, it's good for our economy, threatening more action. There you go, Mike. Trump just called them out. They've taken advantage of us for many years. You think that's bad? They take worse advantage of trade, and I was all set to fix that, and then we got hit with the China plague, but now we're fixing it. Let's see what else we got here. Look at this. 2 women accused of assaulting a Wisconsin state senator as he took photos of a crowd that trampled 2 statues during a protest last month have been arrested. State Senator Tim Carpenter, a Democrat, from Milwaukee was attacked in Madison on June 24th as he pointed his phone at a group of protesters who tore down two statues on Capitol grounds. He was repeatedly punched and kicked in the head and later required surgery for his wounds. I don't know what happened, he said. All I did was stop and take a picture, and the next thing I'm getting 5, 6 punches, getting kicked in the head. So the two chicks that were involved, they are facing charges of substantial battery as a party to a crime and robbery. Right? Sure, it's crazy. A myth, right? How ridiculous. NYP, de Blasio says NYPD should have been more sensitive in arrest a protester. You believe this? Mayor de Blasio and Cuomo found some common ground as they both decried the NYPD over a now viral video showing cops picking up protester mid demonstration in an unmarked van for vandalizing police gear near City Hall. The video was very disturbing and frightening. This is crazy, man. The initial thought was that it was so outrageous. Wow, I'm like, it's beyond belief. I'm surprised that it, especially at this time, the NYPD would take such an obnoxious action. It was it was insensitive to everything that's going on. These guys are the worst. You believe that we got them in governor and mayor? You believe it? Videos posted on social media showed 4 plainclothes cops taking Nikki Stone into an unmarked silver minivan as other protesters tried to intervene. Its warrant squad routinely uses unmarked vehicles to effectively locate wanted suspects. That's it. I'm telling you, Zach. De Blasio took a similar stance to the governor, saying the police department should have been more sensitive to the political moment and described away the bust of Stone. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Unbelievable. Interesting. Crazy stuff. Vandals caused 13,000 in damage after learning Brooklyn bagel shop is closed. I agree with you, Zach. New Jersey cops reportedly bust 700-person house party. Unbelievable. NYC protesters briefly shut down traffic on the FDR. So that's going on with this so far. Wow. Man allegedly decapitated landlord with sword over rent dispute. Who are these people? Nevada sheriff tells library that supports Black Lives Matter not to call 9/11. But but you can understand the cop. Black Lives Matter is involved in cop killing. You can understand. I mean, this is crazy. You can understand the cop's position. Good question. I don't know. That's a good question, Zach. Like what? Hey, listen. Like I said, sure. I'll tip my cap to Durham and the rest of them if they actually indict some serious big wigs. If they do, I'll be shocked. That's like that's like the Congress holding these hearings for Facebook, Google, Twitter. I mean, come on, man. They know everything about the deep state runs those. The deep state's got their hands in those companies, those internet companies. So that's just a if the bar yesterday. Okay, I hope you're right. I want it. Sure, I hope you're right. I want it to happen. I hope you're right.